You don't need complicated or expensive software to manage your money. With just a Google account and 10 minutes, you can build a simple budget from scratch, and you don't need to be a spreadsheet expert to do it. So, in this video, I'll show you exactly how this budget can make money management easy, and I'll show you how to build the whole thing step by step. To start, what are you building and can it really work for you? Well, your final budget will look something like this. You can plan out your income for each month, create various budget categories, and plan out your spending for each individual category. This number in the middle updates as you plan so you can clearly see when your plan is complete. Then, once your plan is set up, you'll be able to start tracking. All you have to do is track your transactions over time in the log tab, and if you do this every other day, it'll take you maybe 5 minutes. You just look at your bank account, add the description and amount, and assign a category and a month. From there, everything else is literally done for you. You can check out the actual tab to see how much you've actually spent and where you spent it. You can check the remaining tab, which shows you how much of your planned money that you have left to spend on each category. And it's super insightful and simple to use, which is exactly what you want, especially if you're first starting out. So, how do you actually go about building it? Well, you can download the start file that I made for you using the link in the description, or you can open a blank Google Sheets document. Both ways work, but the start file is just already set up with some nice colors and formatting so that everything looks really nice for you. Either way, the first thing you want to do is type in all the values that you see here into your spreadsheet. Just add in the 2 month lists, then income, left to budget, budget category, and total. Once you've added those, go ahead and add the different categories that you want to use for your budget planning. You can use the ones I have here, or you can list your own. Next, type in a few planned income numbers in the income row. And if you don't know what your planned income is right now, or we're in a different month, that's okay. You can always delete or change these numbers later. You just need a few sample numbers to start with so you can verify that the formulas we add end up working. Also, type in a few planned spending numbers as well. Next, select the total cell in the January column and add the following formula. Equals sum function, select the budget numbers above, close parentheses, and press enter. Then use the blue dot, which is called the fill handle, to copy the formula across for all 12 months. Awesome. Select cell C5 next and add this formula. Equals, select the January income, minus select the January planned spending total, and press enter. This number will now update to show you how much of your planned income you have left to assign to your various budget categories. And once you have it working, use the fill handle again to copy the formula across for all months. And that does it for the planning page. Now, if you're using the start file, then move to the log page next. Otherwise, click the plus here to create a new worksheet. Then on that worksheet, list out these 4 column names at the top. Okay, now we're going to add something called data validation to create drop-down menus for the month and category columns. This will make it really easy to assign months and categories to your transactions. So start by going to Data, Data Validation, click on Add Rule, then for the range, enter A2 through A and press Enter. Then under Criteria, select drop down from a range, click this button to select a data range, move to the Budget tab, select the months in C2 through N2, and click OK. Then, back under Data Validation, click on Advanced Options, select your display style, then click Done. Back on the log page, you now have a drop-down menu for the month selection, so go ahead and enter a few. Now for the category column, select cell B2, click on Add Rule, change the range to B2 through B, then select drop-down from a range, click the Select Data Range button, move to the Budget tab, select the budget categories, click OK, then under Advanced Options, select your display style, and click Done. Also, enter a few sample categories like so, along with some amount values as well. Again, this sample data is just to help us validate our formulas later on, and you can always change it later. Okay, now we're going to create 3 range names to reference the month, category, and amount columns. These are going to make our formulas a lot easier to write and give them more context so that they make more sense. So start by selecting cell A2, go to Data, Named Ranges, click Add a Range, make the name Month Range, and make sure that there are no spaces. Range names are not allowed to have spaces. Now, you don't have to make it Month Range if you want to make it something else, but I think this makes it pretty easy to know what we're referencing here. Then below, change the range to A2 through A, so we reference the whole column, and click Done. Click Add a Range again, make the name Category Range, change the range to B2 through B, click Done, click Add a Range again, make the name Amount Range, change the range to D2 through D, and click Done. Awesome. Move back to the Budget tab, right-click on the Worksheet tab itself, select Duplicate, then change the name of the new sheet to Actual, select rows 1 through 5, right-click, and delete. Select the categories and sample numbers, and press Delete on your keyboard. Then select cell B3 and enter the following. Equals, move to the Budget tab, select the first category, and press Enter. Then use the fill handle to copy the formula down for each category. This way, you don't have to enter each category several times, just once on the Budget tab, and it shows up here as well. Next, right-click on the Actual tab, select Duplicate, and rename the new sheet to Remaining. Okay, only 2 more formulas to go. Go back to the Actual tab, select cell C3, and enter the following. Equals SUMIFS function, amount range, next argument, category range, next argument, $B3, next argument, month range, next argument, $2, close parentheses, and press Enter. Alright, this formula adds together the numbers from the amount range that have a category that matches the category in cell B3 and a month that matches the month in cell C2. And once you have it working, use the fill handle to copy the formula across and then down. You can then see how the 2 references in the formula change accordingly so that each formula references the appropriate category and the appropriate month. The $sign in front of the first reference keeps the column letter from changing, which is what we want because all of the categories are in the same column. And for the second reference, the $sign in front of the row number prevents that from changing, which again works because all of the months are in the same row, which is row 2. Finally, move to the Remaining tab, select cell C3, and enter the following. Equals, move to the Budget tab, select cell C8, minus, move to the Actual tab, select cell C3, and press Enter. Then of course, use the fill handle to copy the formula across and then down. Alright, now you have a completed Google Sheets budget that you can use to keep all of your finances organized. And if you want to build even more, then you should watch this video next where I show you how to make this really awesome net worth tracker all the way from scratch.